Welcome back to Sunrise Didewala. Still focusing on the preparations for the elections. Now, about the voting point settlement. If we could go back to Mr. Okoye on this, these are some of the concerns that has also been raised. Now, yes, your guideline does stipulate that the voting point settlements will be used in the FCT, but the concerns that they raise is, first, on what grounds did INEC come up with the VPS in the FCT, and why FCT alone? Mr. Okoye.
Now, if you read the guidelines clearly, you will see that one, INEC has not created any new polling unit. INEC has not created any new polling unit. All the voting points we have created are voting points that will enable the Independent National Electoral Commission to ease administrative bottlenecks, especially in the polling units. Now, you know that the Independent National Electoral Commission is using the smart cards reader, and we are going to do accreditation and voting at the same time. Now, some of the polling units have over 3,000 registered voters in those polling units. So what we have done is to say, look, we can keep 3,000 registered voters at one polling unit from morning till night. Why can't we break up some of these polling units into smaller compartments to ease purposes of voting? So we decided to create voting points that are not independent polling units. There is no voting point that is independent of any polling unit. So all the voting points are attachments to the main polling unit. What we now have is we have a presiding officer that presides over the voting points. So we call him assistant presiding officer voting point. At the end of the voting, what the assistant presiding officer voting point does is to collect the votes from that particular voting point, count the votes, enter it in the appropriate forms, and then hand over to the main presiding officer, who now attaches the report and the votes from the voting point to the ECA, which is the main result, and then announces the total votes from that particular polling unit. So we have not created any new polling unit. Now, in terms of the voting point, the Independent National Electoral Commission is empowered by law to make arrangements that will enable every person who is a registered voter to vote. So if there are new settlements in certain areas that have not been covered or captured by the existing polling units, the Independent National Electoral Commission has the right to insist that those people from these new settlements, especially in the FCT, are able to vote. Each voting point settlement is attached to a main polling unit. There is no voting point settlement that is independent of a main polling unit. So, and we will continue to pilot certain processes and model certain processes to make sure that every person who is entitled to vote votes.
All right.
I agree, and I understand the issues that there are also new settlements in different parts of the country that have not been captured in these new voting point settlements. But we can just take everything on board at the same time. Okay,
let me get Mr. Onyekpere's response on this before we take that a little further. If he says that, look, those VPS, the voting point settlements, are not independent of the polling units, any cause for concern still?
There is tremendous cause for concern because the guidelines are saying that where the VPS is created, it shall be treated as a polling unit. It shall be treated as a polling unit. So it's an attempt to create new polling units by the back door, because creation of a polling unit is a statutory process. Like I did say, it involves other stakeholders, the National Boundary Commission, the National Assembly. You got to consult the political parties and the constituencies. So if you are going through the back door to create these new polling units in the name of a VPS without following the statutory procedure, that is not right at all. And then if you recognize that there are new settlements, not only in the FCT, but across the Federation, what is the rush? What is the insistence on creating VPS in Abuja and leaving other places. What advantage do you seek to confer on these citizens or these Nigerians in Abuja, which you are not extending to citizens of Nigeria in other locations, which is against the non-discrimination provision of the Constitution? So I'm saying that the INEC is trying to short-circuit a statutory process by doing things it should not do through the back door. So it does not in any way address the concerns. And it's too short. The time is too short. Less than 6 weeks to the presidential elections. Why had INEC not done this all along? And why can't it be a national exercise so that all stakeholders will be on board? This is like an ambush, trying to bring up a new issue so short to a period. It creates a lot of uncertainty. So it has not addressed the challenge that I raised. So,
Mr. Okoye, as you pointed out, Section 3D of your guidelines clearly states that the VPS shall be treated as a polling unit. And then, look, just as he did raise equally, so having created those VPSs in the FCT, what about other states? What criteria was used in creating them that you're not applying to other states?
No. You see, I think we must get something clear. There is no action that the Independent National Electoral Commission has taken in relation to some of these issues that stakeholders were not involved. When we were dealing with the issue of IDP voting, the impression was given as if the Independent National Electoral Commission went out of its way to begin to make special provisions for IDPs. We didn't, out of our own volition, make special provisions for IDPs. The special provision for IDPs was made by the National Assembly and be put into the law. When we have vested the IDPs in several states of the Federation, what we did was to also work with the stakeholders, including all the political parties involved, in locating where the special arrangement for IDPs will be made. And the places where voting points and the registration areas will be decided to enable them to vote. In terms of voting point settlement in the FCT, all the political parties in the FCT were involved in this process. All the civil society groups that are involved in this type of process were involved. And all the emergency management agencies were also involved. So it is not as if we went out of our way to begin to create new settlements or new voting points. It is called voting point settlement. Voting points that are located in places where new settlements have been made. And this is a new, a creative innovation introduced by the Independent National Electoral Commission to make sure that people are not...
Yeah, but what he raised is...
that they will be treated as a polling unit is just an administrative process that will enable